Prêt.
Hello, my name is Derek Seagriff, and here I am in Copenhagen, Denmark, speaking to you, wherever you are on planet Earth. And one day you and I will make the greatest adventure ever, and that is entrance and exit from the physical dimension. The Astrology of Death. This is the title of my new book. Death. Sounds dramatic, doesn't it? We use words in English like the deceased. But a more appropriate term would be departure, because that's what it is. It's a departure from platform Earth to go to an unknown destination, probably somewhere deep out there in cyberspace, or what I have called the planetary Bardo states. We are literally breathed in and literally breathed out. That's in the Aquarian sciences called computed in and computed out. So therefore there is a birth horoscope and a death horoscope. Now this news may come as a surprise to many, particularly in our generation. We are very obsessed with birth horoscopes, so we don't really want to consider the idea of a death horoscope. What is that? And even more, what value is that for me living right now? Well, we have lived before and we have died before. We've died and lived many times. And if we accept this factor, then my book would find a good fertile soil for any reader wanting to pursue this continuity of consciousness. It is not a book that deals with how to predict about death. That doesn't really have my interest. But it is a book that helps us to live more living, and that does have my interest. So birth chart and death chart. We're computed in with a set of instructions, and we're computed out at the time we have completed. Or have we completed those instructions? Well, that's the whole idea of the death chart. Is it a culmination of the whole incarnation? And if so, how will this indicate we have achieved certain qualities that are shown on the birth chart? Will there be incomplete business that will follow us in the next lifetime? Well, that's part of what the book goes into. And when we look at different ways of dying, there are certain planets that are around for each of us. What is a Venus and Jupiter way of exiting? That sounds rather nice, doesn't it? Well, there can be a Saturnian way, a Neptunian way of withdrawing from the physical plane, and a Uranus and a Platonic way of withdrawing from the physical plane. Each of the planets have their method and exiting method of leaving our physical dimension. And what are these planetary Bardo states? Mystics from earliest times have always mentioned that when we leave this plane, we go to and through the planetary Bardo states. Well, that's also what my book goes into. It is a pioneering book. It's provocative and controversial. It's packed full of illustrations, 100 horoscopes of historical and modern people that you can identify with and enjoy to read about how they have worked with their set of instructions, their birth chart, and what was there at the end of death. For example, Michael Jackson. We all know he died at the age of 50, but did you know that he was born with a Sun-Pluto conjunction and died with a Sun-Pluto opposition? What does that tell us? Well, obviously, if we look at these kinds of patterns, it will tell us much. Marilyn Monroe, we celebrate her 50th anniversary of her death. Was it suicide or was it murder? Well, let the astrological detective find out and read the book and read the chapter. This will be interesting. So, dear friends, dear readers, I hope you will find, as I have during the writing of this book, inspiration. It's certainly a subject that we cannot ignore, and perhaps in the future Aquarian society we can look forward to a conscious exit, cooperating with the universal plans. Good reading and good journey. Enjoy the great adventure. Thank you.